New York, Mr. Santos, for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Today, Congress returns to session after a 6-week break, and I hope you are all motivated by the input we heard while back home with the same people who sent us to represent them in this body. I am urging my colleagues on both sides of the aisle to put partisan rhetoric aside and get to work on delivering results for the American people. I ask that we start by addressing the funding of our government via the appropriations process to ensure we do not have a government shutdown. A vast majority of Americans are struggling to make ends meet, and a lot of those folks are in our nation's armed forces. A shutdown would only hurt the very people who are putting their lives at risk for all of us. Madam Speaker, I am certain that we can all rise above the din of the media's attempts to influence what comes out of this chamber. I believe we can set aside our political differences and work together for the sake of our country, just as we did 22 years ago following the tragedies of 9/11. Let's not forget that in the most solemn times in our nation, we all banded together, the strongest, to advance America's interests. Madam Speaker, I'd like to end with observing a moment of silence in recognition of all who have fallen due to the unspeakable acts of September 11, 2001. Thank you, Madam Speaker. I yield back.